Squad is back. This time we're headed to Stefanik Elementary School in Chicopee to surprise the school librarian.
And while typically a library is a place of peace and quiet, that wasn't the case as students, staff, and family members all joined us in celebrating Tammy Mara.
We're here at the Stefanik Elementary School in Chicopee for an extra special surprise.
We're going to surprise Miss Mara, the librarian, but before, we have to remember, we're in a library. Oh, there it is.
Really?
Once upon a time, Western Mass News, the Gary Rome Auto Group, hundreds of Chicopee Elementary students, and family and friends of Tammy Mara gathered in the Stefanik Elementary School library for a big surprise.
Because we think she's super awesome, and we want to show how super awesome she is.
It was a typical day for the librarian who came to school ready to pick out books and read stories. What Miss Mara didn't expect was a library full of cheers, love, and even more books.
I think she's going to be very surprised.
And she was. Surprise! We're here with the Gary Rome Auto Group Surprise Squad, and everyone is here to surprise you today. Okay. Oh my goodness. Did you expect this? No? No? I did not. We heard that you have done so much for the library in these past few years since you've taken it over and turned it into what it is today, and how much the kids love coming here and coming to you, and how much you've inspired them to be little readers, and so we want to give a little bit back to you.
Oh, thank you. I hope they enjoy coming to the library. That's my goal, is I want them to want to be here.
So on behalf of the Gary Rome Auto Group Surprise Squad, we got Gary Rome Hyundai, Gary Rome Kia, we're all here to acknowledge you and tell you how wonderful you are. And we also have, for you, we have a check for, there's $500 for you. You can do whatever you want for it, and $500 for the school.
But the surprises didn't stop there, as this was the perfect opportunity to help Miss Mara grow her library with the help of Link to Libraries.
We wanted to donate books for you for the library, and then a book for each of the kindergartners here today to take home and keep.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. They will love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was Miss Mara's co-worker and friend, Casey Nato, who nominated her for the Gary Rome Auto Group Surprise Squad.
We saw each other over the summer and you were cutting stuff out.
Yes.
I thought, who deserves to be recognized more than our...
And her husband tells us her hard work doesn't stop at school.
She spends a lot of time making decorations and things for the library, just spending a lot of time trying to just research ideas and things that would make the library just much more fun.
For Miss Mara, this is more than just a job. It's a passion.
I love reading now, and I don't want them to have to wait until they're in high school to want to read. I want them to want to read now. This is by far the best job I've ever had. Hopefully, I can retire from this job because I never want to leave this job.
But don't worry, it's not the end yet. She's already working on the next chapter.
Next year, I want to try to implement, I'm calling it passport to reading. For every state that's in the United States, they have to read some kind of book, whether it's the authors from that state, or they wrote a book about that state, or there's a mention of that state and they write it down.
And Gary Rome, who says he's an avid reader himself, was excited to help bring that vision to life.
We're so excited that we can honor her because her job is not easy and everybody loves her, so it's really wonderful that we can do this for her.
The most important part of Miss Mara's story, the kids.
My favorite thing about Miss Mara is how she's so nice and treats the library like it's a house. It's awesome.
She always looks and researches and stuff to find a book that I really like.
In Chicopee, we're the Gary Rome Auto Group Surprise Squad. The end.